Is that right? So thanks for coming out, and I know that we're all here to celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ and what that means, the significance of it in regards to our soul's salvation. And so that's something we have in common that we can celebrate. The angel said they bring good tidings of great joy. So I put together a medley of joy songs. It has Joy to the World. It was written by some famous composer back in the 1500s who's dead now. And then it has the regular Joy to the World. It was by Mendelssohn, who's also dead. And then it has a song by Three Dog Night. And I don't know if they're dead or not, but they could be. But so nobody's going to come in and stop me from playing tonight. So here we go. And if you want to sing along during all this time, that would be wonderful. But we'll go with Joy to the World. Now my wife was giving me motions. What were you saying, honey?
The piano wasn't loud.
Can you hear it now? All right. Let me know if it gets too loud, okay? Thank you. You know, we're going to do the next song right now. me shut this off for just a second. When I started doing Christmas songs, I thought, what easy songs can I, and I found that song because you only play 3 notes. If you can play those 3 notes, you can play that whole song, just about. And so I picked that one. And well, I want to tell you that all the orchestration that you're hearing, I also created all that in my computer. So I'm playing all the instruments, all the drums, bass, and strings, and everything. So it's all me. It's all mouse orchestra. John asked me to mention that you have heard my music and you didn't know it. Back in the 70s, I started producing jingles for advertising. And one of the first jingles I ever did was one called Nationwide is on Your Side. You may have heard that. Even football quarterbacks could sing that. But I did that for about 25 years, and I did this for Colonel Sanders. Kentucky Fried Chicken, we do chicken right. You hear that? I laugh all. They always laugh when I do that. Hey, I laughed all the way to the bank, you know. So, and I did McDonald's today. Did you ever hear that? How about good times, great taste at McDonald's? You ever hear that? I did all that. I got paid for it. So there. I love Christmas because the music is so joyous, and there's all kinds of different positions people come from musically. You know, some people like this complicated stuff, you know, like we were talking about a minute ago, Mozart and Bach, like you like. And then my dad likes Willie Nelson, you know. And, there's a big contrast in those styles. But there's one song that I found out musically at Christmas time is universal. It's called Jingle Bells. Okay? Everybody loves that, right? Who doesn't love Jingle Bells? Stand up. We're going to. So I'm going to do 3 or 4 songs here that require jingle bells. And so I thought, we were going through Dollar Tree last night and they had a bunch of them for $1. And $1.25. Now is it going up? No, still $1. Okay. So I thought, you know, who can do a concert without jingle bells? So I'm going to get some help out there for some of you folks. Go all the way to the back. Listen to you, sir. So you've got who? Let me see the jingle bells. Now hold them up so I can see them. All right. Now here's the deal. When you get tired of jingling the bells, you hand them to someone else, okay? And you make sure they jingle because we need your help, okay? But here's a medley of my version of Jingle Bells, okay? You can sing along if you want. Is the piano too loud? There you go. Isn't that a happy sound? Dashing through the snow. Thank you. I purchased this recently from our choir director. She was moving and didn't have room for this. And when I was a kid, for Christmas, I always wanted an accordion. My mom and dad are sitting here. They can attest to that. Every year I asked for an accordion. They never got me an accordion. This was as close to an accordion as I could afford. So I thought I brought it tonight just for fun. Anyway, but Mary Turner sold me these. I found out I could get them half price on eBay after we bought them. Everybody likes to take a holiday. Everybody likes to take a rest. I know I do. Spending time together with the family, sharing lots of love and happiness. Come on, ring those bells like the Christmas tree. Jesus is the King. He's born you and me. Jesus, we remember this your birth. Made that song famous in the late 70s, early 80s. I've always loved that song, and I wanted to include it tonight. I have a very special guest I invited to come tonight, and no, it's not you, Chuck. You're a special guest, but I didn't invite you, so you're qualified. It's good to see you. Kenny Speaks from Mount Zion Christian Church over in Winchester is here. Kenny and I are the bestest of buds. We have traveled to China 5 times together, is that right? We were in Honduras 7 times, I think, together. We went to Ukraine, we've been to Jamaica. I can't remember where all we went, but this guy will go anywhere for the Lord if you ask him. He's an amazing songwriter, a wonderful preacher, but he has a gift that I don't have. He's exceedingly funny. And so I thought, for the Christmas cheer part of our program, I would invite Kenny to come over and share some of his amazing talent. Would you please welcome my buddy from Winchester, Kenny Speaks!
I saw Chuck there with his iPhone taking a picture, and I couldn't believe it. I figured he'd have something. It's got a telescope on it, It's in the car. It's in the car? Oh, okay. Good deal. Yeah, right. Hey, you know what? I was looking through some stuff the other day, and I saw where Gingerbread Man got really sick. He went to the doctor. He said he was having knee pain. Doctor said, "Have you tried icing it?" Yeah, really. Hey, do you know the best thing to use to wash your hands during this Christmas time? Sanitizer. Gets worse than that, you know? No, seriously, I tell you what, Jaydee and I have traveled to a lot of places together, and I love to use humor. Somebody asked me how I ever got into doing humor. Well, most of my sermons are a joke to begin with, but now usually I try to interject humor. You know, when I was going to the Baptist church over in Bergen years ago, we were real strict. You know, we preach a word and that's it, you know. And we didn't smile about anything. We were serious. Now, I went to Southland Christian, met Wayne Smith. He's up there cracking jokes, and I thought, that man's going to hell. But I also found it's a great way to, you know, turn the tide of things. You know, that people will pay attention and get interested in some of the things that churchy people don't think is very interesting. When we went to China, we couldn't do a lot of our Christian music over there. We could do like 5 praise songs, you know, in a concert, but they wanted us to do other type of music because you just couldn't do that. And so we did what we could. And that's one of the things about Christianity. You do the best you can with whatever you've got. I heard about a man that had he's got real rich like Jaydee did off of jingles and all that shit. And he was overseas, and I don't know if, Jackie, I don't know if he ever did this for you all or not, just buy real expensive gifts out of all that money he makes. But anyway, there was a guy who made all kinds of money like Jaydee, and he was over there somewhere and he found this talking bird. And that thing was like $15,000 for this talking bird. It could tell that? Yeah. It could speak like 3 languages, you know. And so he bought that thing and had it shipped to his daddy for his daddy's birthday. He didn't hear anything from his dad for a while, and finally called his dad and said, well, did you get that package I sent? And he said, sure did. He said, how was it? And he said, delicious. He said, as a talking bird, he could speak 3 languages. Dad said he should have said something. That's true. You know, at Christmas you can get in a real hurry, and I heard about this lady. She got in big trouble. Y'all have probably done this before. You buy a pack of those cards, and you start signing your name to it, sending it out. You ever done that? You know, buy a bunch of. A woman had done that, and she went back and bought more of them. Same thing, and she'd run out. She'd written about 50 of them the day before, and she went home and she opened them. And she thought, well, I'm just going to read the card, because she hadn't read it. And in the card it said, this is just a little note to say, a little gift is on its way. You better have money. Golly. Well, I tell you what, I came in, I sat back there, and I was listening to Jaydee, and I absolutely love it. Jaydee does all the background tracks for all the songs I've ever written. He's the only one that's done it for me, and I just love what he does. You know, one of the songs I'm getting ready to do for tomorrow at the end of the sermon, I usually try to throw a song in or whatever, and it's called White Christmas. Okay. That was written by Irving Berlin, and Irving Berlin was a Russian-born immigrant, and in 1941, December 25, this song he wrote, White Christmas, was aired on the Kraft show. Bing Crosby crooned that thing and sold 50 million copies. It's in the Guinness World Book of Records, selling more song than any other song. And the amazing thing is, Irving Berlin's Jewish. He doesn't celebrate Christmas. And I got to thinking about how we make changes in life and stuff. And I thought to myself, if Irving Berlin were a Christian, maybe he would take the song he wrote and do something like this. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the teardrops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas to end all heartache and strife. Prophets told us and angels showed us the babe who came to bring us life. that some may think so odd. For this child in the manger is no passing stranger to those who see the plan of God. Yes, I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, for this whole world needs to know. Though your sins be like crimson, pay close attention. God can make them white as snow. Without Jesus Christ, Christmas is just another holiday. Amen. God bless you. Jaydee, I want to hear more of you.
Buy a record. Kenny is a wonderful spirit, and he sometimes being funny is great. Sometimes being funny ain't so great, you know. We were in China one time. We were on a bus, and Kenny had some of these Billy Bob teeth. You guys ever had Billy Bob teeth? No. Well, Kenny brought some to China with him, and he's going to have fun, you know, with people. And he did. He had a lot of fun with people on the bus. But he was coming my way, and he had those Billy Bob teeth in. He smiled and you know, like that. I said, "What? No. Why? You know." I said, "Take him out." He got up there, and there was a lady staring there looking at me. Could have been very awkward.
My sister.
But Kenny's found a way to take humor and introduce people to Jesus Christ all over the world. And Kenny, thank you very much for coming tonight. I was thinking we might play a game called Name That Christmas Carol, and maybe get two of you up here, and you know, and then you can bid on who can name the Christmas Carol based on the clue with the lowest notes, and whoever can say it with the lowest notes would win. And so I talked to John about that, and he said, get a lady named Marge.
Margie.
Margie. Okay. Margie, can you come up here and help us real quick? Margie.
Nancy.
This is why we don't do impromptu, folks.
Come on, Margie.
Remember, I was working with a very famous performer one time, and there was this guy who had his feet up on the stage. The guy said, "Oh, my famous performer said, hey, are you in show business?" He says, "Are you getting paid to be here tonight?" He said, "No, I ain't." He said, "Get your feet off the stage." You're Margie?
Yeah.
That's good. We're good so far.
Okay.
What we're going to do is let you pick the song that you're going to sing, and I'm going to try and play it for you. No, they tell me you're an amazing singer, and that we should just get you up here. Now, I'm just going to give you the mic. Now, you tell me what song it is we're going to do, honey. And
Get Stephanie with her.
you pick it.
Oh, get up here.
I mean it.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child, holy
Margie, I just think we ought to get a bus, you and me and Kenny, and go on the road. I think
You're dead.
I know this one. Gone away is the bluebird here to stay. Sing a love song in the meadow. Lots of things to show. As we dream, meadow, build a snow, and pretend he's a jolly clown. He's a jolly, we'll have lots of fun. Tell the mean boys, tell the mean boys not around. You can smile.
Yeah.
Please don't get mad at me, but I live in Kentucky. The weather can change at any given minute. Let it snow. It doesn't show signs. Let's stop. And I've got
Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. All the way home I'll be warm. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. All the way home I'll be warm.
well, the fire is slowly dying. The night is as long as you love me so.
Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Let it snow.
Let it snow,
Let it snow.
let it snow.
Let it snow.
Let it snow.
Yeah.
Okay. I was the first guy back in the 60s in our little church in Beverly, Ohio to introduce drums into our sanctuary. I was in 7th grade, I think 8th grade, and boy did I catch it. But I've always loved all kinds of music, and I'm a big fan of jazz. As a matter of fact, Oscar Peterson is my favorite jazz pianist. I don't know if you guys know, he's amazing. If you don't never listen to his music, go on YouTube and type in Oscar Peterson. Anything he plays is going to be phenomenal. But I love jazz, but I love Christian music too. And I got my dad in a lot of trouble because I used to jazz up hymns when I was young. And, so now that I'm grown and I can't get him in any more trouble, I just do it on my own. So here's my version. I forget what this is. That's not it. Hang on one second. This is called God Rest You Merry Gentlemen. How long have we been here? What time is it? Y'all were getting ready to eat, I think. Okay. I'm going to do a couple more songs. I want to tell you a story about one of them. As he mentioned, I had the opportunity to travel with Bill and Gloria Gaither and the Gaither Trio, and then later the Gaither Vocal Band, and then the Homecoming series. I got to be a part of all that. And they were wonderful, wonderful people to us. I got to write over 30 songs with Bill and Gloria. And I got to travel with some wonderful people like the Cathedral Quartet, and Janet Pascal, and Jake Hess, and Hovey Lister, and the people that we used to watch on TV when I was a little kid when we got ready for church. Never dreamed that I would meet these people, much less be on the same stage, or even write songs that they would sing. But because of the generosity of the Gaithers and the Lord's graciousness to us, we had the opportunity to do those wonderful things. At the time I was traveling with the Gaithers, I was also working in Louisville at a recording studio called Al Martin Productions. That's when we were doing the jingles. I was also producing Christian albums at that time. And tried to squeeze all that into. And he said, "Hey, I've written some lyrics for a great Christmas song. Would you mind writing the music for it?" I said, "Right now?" He said, "Yeah, I just wrote it and I just want to hear what you do it." I said, "Lowry, you probably didn't get up till 2 o'clock in the morning. You played with your poodle till about 6 o'clock, and you had dinner, and you moved over here to Nashville, to the bus about 10 minutes from your apartment. And I said, I worked all day, I drove all night, and this can wait till tomorrow, okay? He said, okay, if you want, sure. 10 minutes later, Buddy Green, our guitar player, used to travel with Jerry Reed, harmonica player, amazing musician, gets on the bus. Now, Buddy had lived in Nashville. He had worked maybe 3 hours that day, mowed his grass, got his laundry together, and took a nap, and then he comes over and gets on the bus, right? And so Mark Lowry says, Buddy, I wrote this new Christmas song. I want you to put music to it. I went to bed, and on the bus then we had like 14 bunks, 3 levels. And I'm laying there in my bunk, and Buddy gets out his guitar. And he and Mark write this amazing Christmas song. I came this close to writing Mary Did You Know. Mark Lowry and Buddy Green wrote that, and I listened to them writing and composing that, and I knew that it was meant for them to do that song. But it didn't stop Lowry from sending me his royalty check every Christmas. Christmas is a time of wonder and mystery. We don't have all the answers on this side, but someday we'll be able to stand before God and get the answers to all the questions. What Mark Lowry did in this song was ask the questions of Mary. Let's close with this one. Please sing along.